All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with Jim OL Trades, guys. We're not doing this live, though. It's going to feel like a live because it's premiering. I'm going to be watching it live with you, but it'll be a recording. So this is a recording because, guys, I'm sick. I picked up some Michigan germs while I was there, and anyway, don't feel very good. So I don't think I have it in me to do a live tonight. If I feel any better tomorrow or Tuesday, I might jump on and do a spontaneous live with you, but wanted to get you some information nonetheless. So hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget, I'm just an Elliott Wave trader showing my ideas of the market, looking through a lens of 5s and 3s. That's the way Elliott traders look, guys. And guys, the market's looking pretty bearish, very bearish. I want to show you what I'm seeing here and from the wave structure standpoint. All right, so let's jump in, guys. Let's jump in and see what is going on. All right, so we're looking at the overall idea. We got a couple of ideas working, but we're looking at this one right here that says this is an ABC, and we need one more wave to the downside. And we could be, one idea says we're in the middle of it. Okay, that right here, starting right there, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. That means this right here. This A was an ABC fourth wave. Okay, so we count this as a 1, 2. This will be 3. This will be 4, and now we're going down for 5. Okay, and that's going to finish an ABC flat. This is actually very bearish in the short term, but very bullish in the long term, because I believe it finishes a correction that will then propel us up to start a journey on up to about 100K if this count plays out. Okay. So it's one idea. So if we start coming down impulsively here from a wave structure standpoint, guys, that's going to actually be very good for this scenario. Let me pull the fibs and get some targets here for you. Then I'll show you on the log scale and the regular scale what we're looking at. On the logs, let's see, where are we on? We're on the regular scale right now, targeting about 22K, anywhere from 33, which we've already kind of hit, all the way down to 22.8. Which is the next fib. Okay, that's kind of deep. It doesn't get us to 20K, but you know, I do have these lower fibs, but I'd like to see us stay above 20K. So 24K, if I go to the log scale, I think is a better target there. You see that you got 30,642 is a nice little target there, or even 24.5 there. So those are targets based on fibs. Log and whatnot. All right, so let's jump into the time frame. Let's jump into the small time frame and see what's going on here. I know a lot of guys are kind of looking at this as a triangle. It's not a triangle in my opinion, guys. We don't have 3 waves in every wave. In a triangle, you need 3 waves. Okay, we're doing good up to there, and then all of a sudden, we need to get this to be 5 waves. So this has got to come down in 5 waves as a 5, 3, 5 if this is going to be a triangle. It very well could be, and then A, B, C, D, and then E, and then this implies a downward move after that. Now, if that's a triangle, guys, it's a little out of proportion for a 4th wave. I would say more than likely it's actually a B wave, and it's even more bearish than we're thinking. Okay, when I say even more bearish, if this turns out to be a triangle, okay, I'm looking at something more like this: the triangle's B and then C, something like that, or WXY, however you want to look at it. In other words, it's very bad. It's very bad for Bitcoin. Okay, it would negate this ABC. So I don't like the triangle here in this range because it's just too big from a proportionality standpoint. Though it's not invalid. All right, so I do like, however, I like this as a finished running flat ABC. Okay, so we'll call this a finished running flat right there. And what you'll notice here is that we've got an impulse down to the downside. We've got a 3-way pullback. All right, now what we're getting right now, what happens next is going to be very, very informative to what's going on with this wave. But so what's happening in here? A couple things that we could be finished with a 5-wave down, 3-way pullback, and now we're moving on to the downside. Okay, we're going to start trending to the downside. That's a possibility. That's in play. But watch out for this tricky move right here. Watch out for this tricky move where we got to move back up to the upside. It becomes a 3-wave flat, and then that becomes the 2-wave, and this becomes a 1, 2, 1. The flat is 2, and then we go down big time. After this thing finishes tonight or tomorrow, we dump big time. Okay, and there's a big wave coming. And that's going to get us down past that to those lower targets we've already talked about. All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. I don't see a lot of bullishness in this chart. The only bullishness I see is if this wave somehow turns out to be some bigger impulse wave. It's part of a triangle, and that we get this becomes an ABC, and that's the C wave. Let's see, A, B, C, D. This is the D wave of a triangle. Okay, so if that's the D wave of a triangle, then we'll see some bullishness back up to 45K once we get back down to this trend line down here. So we're gonna watch that trend line here. We're gonna watch this wave shape here, and see if we get something that would constitute a three-wave move. But right now, this looks like a finished 1-2-1-2. So I'm much more bearish than I am bullish. Not a big fan of the triangle count. I'm not, but it could still play, and we have to keep that in tension in our mindsets here. Okay, but what's key here is that this impulse right here, that the impulses are down, guys, and the corrective waves are up. Okay, so that means the direction of the wave is down. Now, it doesn't mean we can't get a corrective wave to the upside. In fact, I expect to see it. I expect to see a move, kind of a fast move up here, 5 waves, before we come down for a bigger move. So I'm kind of looking for that, watching for that. We'll see if we get it. All right. Okay, let's take a peek at correlation here and just show you what we're seeing on the other charts here. Ethereum's kind of doing the same thing here, a small time frame. Whereas we have, let's see, let's zoom out here just a little bit. There we go. Let me remove my drawings there. There we go. So Ethereum's an odd bird here. Excuse me. But this totally could be a 3-wave move that's finished. This could be a leading wave, a 5-wave move with a 3-wave pullback right there. Okay, now we got another 5-wave, and now we're getting a flat right in here as well. Okay, or either flat there, or this was 3 waves all by itself, and this is a 1, and we're getting a flat 2 right in here, small time frame. So zoom in just a little bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. See, we got an impulse to the downside after 3 waves. Draw that a little bit better. Yeah, 3-wave move right there. Okay, now we got an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. All right. Actually, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. There's a flat 4, then a 5. Truncated a little bit. Now we're getting a flat, I think, right there. Pull back, and then we go down after that. So I think the charts are setting up for that flat. It's not guaranteed, but you can see how oversold we are here on the 10-minute time frame. Looks good for a move to the upside before we come down. If you get that move, that might be a good entry short, for shorting the market. All right, XRP, same kind of thing, except I was looking at this as a 3-3. I was looking for the 5. We didn't get it. But is this going to get a little deeper as a flat like that? Okay, so is that a possibility? Absolutely is. Again, 3, 3, 5. We can see if we can get that move back to the upside. It would go up impulsively, not correctively, but impulsively for the C wave, and then we'd be followed by another move to the downside. Now, I'll be honest with you, XRP has been a conundrum to me, no doubt about it. XRP has been a bit of a conundrum in its wave orientation lately. So let's look at it a little bit more. I was kind of looking at it like this here, where we had a W wave. This was X, and now we're looking for Y. And I think we're still looking for the Y wave. So a couple of ways that could develop. This could continue developing to the downside. So that flat that we're looking at in Bitcoin and in Ethereum, it doesn't have to play. Okay, you have to understand it's just an idea, In fact, it doesn't look as good in XRP as it looks in Bitcoin and Ethereum as a possibility. So this might continue playing its way to the downside, may not. It could pull back in 3 right here. This could be a 5-wave move with an extended 5th wave, and you get a 3-wave pullback, and then we come down, okay? Maybe in 5 waves, something like that. That gives us our Y wave, boom, 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 like that. So that's another possibility. But anyway, I still see this looks like a corrective move right there, okay? And so I'm looking at this like that. So I'm kind of looking for a 3rd wave back down to the downside. I would say the invalidation of this idea here is a break of this top here. So if we ended up coming up here, making another high, breaking this top here, then the idea of a WXY is relatively invalid. It would turn into an ABC, which is possible, or it would just continue to the upside. Okay, so we know our invalidation point is right here at the top of that wave right there. Okay. Looking at DOT was interesting this morning. We looked at it. I was actually looking for another move to the upside. We did not get it. Did not get it as I hoped or expected. Looking right now as maybe we're getting the C wave here of this ABC. We'll have to wait and see here. Let's see. Look at any other structure here. It is possible, guys. It's still, whether it's likely, it's another story, right? It's still possible. That we get another hit to the high, like so. I'm not liking the wave structure of DOT. It's not clear. It's not plain. DOT looks a little bit more impulsive to the upside, whereas you got this impulse. I'm looking for whatever the shape is going to be. I'm looking for 3 waves down to here, and I'm a little bit bullish here. So as this comes down, I think Bitcoin's going to make its way to the downside, finishing those lower targets as well. So we'll see what happens with DOT and how that plays out and correlates with Bitcoin. But this is my primary idea right now. However, this could continue to the downside from here. Break of this structure right here would invalidate this DOT idea as well. And I'm don't have the feel goods for XRP or DOT, guys. The charts are rather challenging. Okay, take a peek at Link real quick. Was looking for a downward move there. We got it. I was looking for a little bit more of an up move, but we didn't quite get big of an up move as I wanted to, but still looking for that little guy. We got it, and then a down move after that. So that was looking good. And then Link looks like it may be trending to the downside. So, guys, listen. The flat idea that I presented at the beginning doesn't have to play. It's a good idea. It could play. This move to the upside totally could play. So watch out for it. Be careful. It may be on its way to being created. However, it doesn't have to play. All we could simply get a small wave correction. Okay, just a small time frame correction here, and then a continuation down. Okay, so watch out for just a continuation and a trending to the downside. Pardon me, I had to pause that to sneeze. Excuse me. All right, guys, that's the way I'm looking at the market overall. Just wanted to give you a wave update and just kind of let you know what I'm seeing. Guys, the market looks bearish. However, it's not bearish forever. We got those downward targets we talked about at the beginning of the live, and then once that plays out, however that's going to play out, we're looking for a bounce. Looking for a big move to the upside potentially. So we're going to have to see what wave structure happens over the next couple of days. I'll try to really be diligent about making videos. I am back home. I am just sick and under the weather, but I am back home and I can get videos out to you. So I'll work on getting videos out to. If you don't want to worry whether I'm going to send a video or not, join the Discord. That's what that's for. We do a couple of lives every day. I try to keep everybody informed. I couldn't do this weekend. There was a day I couldn't do a live, but I made sure I got charts out and information out the best I could in that time when we were traveling. But really work hard to make sure everybody's taken care of in the Discord. Would invite you in. It's worth $40 just to be part of Tier 1. Okay, just to have a regular Elliott Wave expert looking at the market through an Elliott Wave lens, and gives you just another aspect of TA that you can add to what you're doing, so you can have a wave structure analysis until you learn how to do it yourself, which is what the Discord is all about. Love teaching people Elliott Wave. It's just another thing to add to what you're doing to make you a better trader. with that said, guys, hope you all have a fantastic night. I will have been watching this with you, so I hope our conversation was great, fantastic. Leave a like and leave some comments maybe after the video is uploaded, and let YouTube know that this is a good video. Appreciate all you guys and your faithfulness to the channel, and I'll continue to be faithful to you guys as well. Just bear with me at this time in my life. Everything's pretty hectic right now, pretty crazy, in the middle of a potential move to Michigan. I'm sick. We're trying to sell our house. There's all kinds of stuff going on. So those of you, my brothers and sisters, y'all pray for me and our family as we go through this, and we'll continue working hard. With that said, have a great evening. Good night.